Hi, this is Jeffrey Drury, and my video for Module 8 on George Marsden's book, The Outrageous Idea of Christian Scholarship. And in his book, Marsden traces the changing fate of Christianity in the university settings. Christianity has declined from being a founding principles in our leading universities, and when I say leading universities, I mean schools like the Ivy League, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and then some of our major state universities. And they've gone from being a founding principles and affiliated with different denominations to where today Christianity is, if not outright banned at these universities, it certainly meets a hostile reception. It's not to be discussed, it's not to be brought up in the classrooms, and a Christian worldview is certainly not to be shared with students by the teachers. A second takeaway I've got from the book was the fact that nearly every worldview in the major universities in the United States today is tolerated. It's giving a fair history. And Marsden talks about this, from feminist viewpoints to ethnic viewpoints to even Marxist viewpoints are welcomed, and scholarship by people espousing these views are given careful consideration. But it's not the same for a Christian worldview. A Christian worldview is to be shunned. In many cases, it's not to be discussed, and it's certainly not to be considered relevant to the universities today. And he talks a great deal about this in his book, and I certainly agree with him. I looked up 3 articles for this week's. One, of course, being George Marsden's book, The Outrageous Idea of Christian Scholarship. The second one I looked up was an article by George Marsden, Religious Demonstration in Academia. And this was published in 2015. And one of the reasons I wanted to look at that one is because since Marsden's book came out in 1998, I wanted to see how his ideas might have changed if there was any difference in the way he felt. And I found that there was very little. If anything, Marsden felt more strongly about it. He talked about this religious demonstration in academia as just that, not just a putting aside of Christianity, but an actual discrimination against that worldview he found in the universities. The third book I looked at was St. Augustine's The City of God. And the reason I looked at it is Marsden made the comparison in his book with St. Augustine's, excuse me for saying Augustine, St. Augustus' book, and how while we live in the city of man, we're not necessarily a part of it as Christians, but rather the city of God. However, we have to live in the city of man, and we need to follow the rules. However, our viewpoints, our worldview, has to be on the eyes of the city of God, our eyes on the city of God. Just as Jesus says, render unto Caesar that which is Caesar. However, Marsden does not in any way suggest that we give up our Christian principles. It's just that, as he used in his analogy, when we're playing baseball, we play by the rules. But if a doctor's playing baseball and she sees an accident, she gives up the rules of baseball because the rules of her medical practice take precedence. And that's the way we have to be when we're working in the universities. All right, thank you for watching my video. I look forward to your comments, and may the Lord bless you.